with me, Kara. Stay with me.
Rain defeated you.
Rain is still out there. People are dying. I have to wake up.
Supergirl. All new episodes return Monday, January 15th on the CW.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 3, and today we're going to be breaking down the trailer that you just watched for Supergirl Season 3, Episode 10, titled Legion of Superheroes. So today we're going to be going through that trailer shot by shot, and we're going to be breaking down the shots. Even though this is a shorter trailer, they will release longer trailers throughout the break, because Supergirl doesn't return for Episode 10 until January the 15th, as it said in the trailer. We're going on a break for just over a month, so it's not going to be too bad. I will still be doing videos, so if you're new around here, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any Supergirl videos this year. So in the trailer we get to see at the start some flashbacks to the fight scene between Rain and Supergirl, and last episode, as you know if you watched the episode, Supergirl got screwed up real bad by Rain, and that was probably one of my favorite fight scenes of all time in DC TV. It was just such an epic fight, and the stakes were so high considering that Kara actually got battered up, and Kara's seen as this immortal being, and the fact that she's on the brink of death just really shows you the sheer amount of power that Rain has and how formidable she's going to be throughout the rest of the season. So this trailer is predominantly to do with Rain, so I'm loving all the Rain stuff right now. Last episode was amazing. I loved every single Rain scene. The way she was portrayed and the way that Odette Annable acted as a villain was just epic. So in the trailer, after those flashback scenes to the mid-season finale episode, which was last night's episode, we get a shot of Rain in her Fortress of Sanctuary. So we haven't seen that since episode 7 at the end of that episode, where the Fortress of Sanctuary actually comes out of the ground and it's formed, so it's sort of a mirror image of what the Fortress of Solitude's like. So that's Superman's Fortress of Solitude, and as you can see, she is kneeling on the ground, so it seems to be maybe she's talking to someone. So maybe it's her maker instructing her to do things, and maybe she's been set tasks by the maker in order to become this world killer. So that is an ongoing theory right now, that she's probably talking to the maker right now. In another scene, we get a shot of Rain inside Catco, so it's followed by some continuity editing where we actually see Lena and James as they're in Catco, so it just establishes the surroundings. For some reason, Rain is going to be in there causing havoc because she's full on Rain. She's not Samantha, she's not working for L Corp right here, so something's going on. There is a reason why she's there. But in another shot, we see Rain breaking through a wall, and I'm not sure where this is. It seems like some sort of warehouse, just due to the fact of the scale of how small she is compared to the surroundings. And also, this shot could be a way of saying, because we see the Legion of Superheroes later in this trailer, I'll break that down in a minute, how small she looks compared to them, even though her sheer power breaking through this wall, maybe she could break through the Legion of Superheroes. I think that's just some nice imagery going through with this. So in another shot, we get a shot of Mon-El, and it seems to be like maybe they're in his ship, just due to the fact that this doesn't really look like the DEO surroundings. It's a bit blurry in the background, but it just seems a bit alien. It doesn't seem right. So maybe because later in the trailer we see Kara in one of the cryo sleeping capsules, keeping her alive, maybe they're there analyzing and trying to get Kara to come back awake. So Kara at the end of the trailer is inside one of those tanks, and you can tell that she's in there because it's very similar to what we saw Saturn Girl and Mon-El in during past episodes, and the cryo sleep thing will actually be able to sustain her life force and actually keep her alive whilst they actually try and find a way to get her out of this coma. So after the Rain fight with Supergirl, she's obviously battered up on the brink of death, and she's probably gone into a coma just due to the fact of the pure trauma that has gone on in her body. So they're going to be trying to keep her alive, trying to be coming back, and I think we're going to see something inside of her head. So it could be a dream, it could be nightmares, but we do hear Kara say, "I need to wake up." So that seems like she's talking to herself, like inside her head. So we'll have to wait and see what that actually is, because there's not much explanation as of now. But going on to the big thing in the trailer, and that is the Legion of Superheroes. So we see them with their Legion flight rings. The first time we've seen this iteration of the flight rings, we've seen a different flight ring in the Fortress of Solitude. attitudes, but I'm sure there's some explanation as to why that's changed. Maybe it's a later iteration of the Legion of Superheroes and maybe they changed the flight ring's design. So we see 3 hands. So on the far right we have Saturn Girl's hands, so that's Imra Ardeen. In the middle we have Mon-El's hands, so Valor. So I'm supposing in this episode we're going to see a form of Valor, because in the comics Mon-El is known as Valor, that's his superhero persona. So I'm inferring that in this episode we're probably going to see, I'm not sure if we'll get to see his costume. I think that would be an awesome thing. We've all been waiting for the Valor costume. Mon-El was teased last season that Wim was going to make him a costume, and now with him being a superhero for many years, surely he must have a costume. Come on, we want to see that costume. But on the left, you guys can tell this guy is not a human. He's not normal. His skin tone is very different. It seems to be a blue tealy grey color, and if you guys didn't know, this is actually Brainiac 5. So in the comics his skin is actually green, so I'm not sure why his skin's like this, but I guess they want to make it a bit more like Brainiac 8, who was actually in Supergirl season 1. So that was actually Indigo, so she was one of the main villains of season 1, and she had very blue skin, and I think that's just to continue that continuity that these guys are actually related somehow. So probably they're going to explain his full-on backstory, how he's not a baddie, how he's working with the Legion of Superheroes, how he's a hero, trying to get rid of the Brainiac. So I'm sure we'll get some Brainiac references, so the villain Brainiac, and also some Brainiac 8 references, so that's Indigo from season 1, because Kara will probably recognize the design of him. It's going to be pretty similar to Brainiac 8. So he's got the Legion flight ring, and if you didn't know, in the comics the Legion flight ring actually gives them the power to fly. I'm not sure if this is going to be a thing, but potentially this could just be a design idea. But I think it would be awesome if they introduced that Legion flight ring aspect to the ring. But it's just great to see the Legion of Superheroes now. They've been confirmed. They were talked about last episode. We're finally seeing them, so it seems like Brainiac 5 is either one of the guys in the capsules and maybe he wakes up, or he comes from the future on purpose, maybe with the help of a speedster. I don't know, or another way for him to actually get back in time. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait for Supergirl season 3 episode 10. It's going to be great. The Legion of Superheroes are here. We get more rain, but we're going to have to wait a while until January the 15th. So please be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more content, and also turn on notifications so you don't miss any Supergirl videos later in this month. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shark free.